What's up, man? I just wanted to give a little message. For the past year and a half, there has been a lot of movement in my life. And what I mean by movement, I mean a lot of going forward, a lot of joining, and also a lot of resisting and a lot of falling back. When you join or when you go forward, what I mean by that is the things that you want in your life, you go forward with it. You join the things that you want in your life. You allow it. And that could mean a lot. That could mean there's things that you may have been resisting or falling back from that you now go forward with. And what I mean by resisting and falling back is that the things that you don't want in your life, you are now resisting and falling back from. So the past year and a half, 2 years, there's been a lot of movement in my life. There's been a lot of moving forward, going with and joining, and there's been a lot of resisting and falling back from in my life. And I've been taking those kind of movements. So obviously when you resist or when you join something, there's changes because you're taking different avenues. And it seems so very confusing at first. Like, is it all worth it? Because when you're going through these movements, there's big changes that can happen in your life, and very, very, very uncomfortable situations. And with these very uncomfortable situations, that means doors closing starts to close, or doors start to open up. So in the process of these movements of your life, it can seem very confusing. It can seem very fucked up, because now the comfortability that you have been living in, whether you're comfortable living in misery or just comfortable in a undesirable situation that you know you want to get out of, or you want to add something onto your life that you just maybe you don't have the courage or to move forward with. These situations, the movement of life can be very, very uncomfortable. And if you don't have the strength to move forward with the things that you want in your life, then there's no movement. And you will be stagnant in your growth. And if you're not strong enough to resist the things that you don't want in your life, then you will be stagnant and there will be no growth. So uncomfortability from the movement in your life is the key to growth. And sometimes, like I said, it's life changing. Some things that you resist or some things that you go with can change your life or put your life upside down, to the point when you're in the middle of that change, it's like, damn, what the fuck did I do? I should have just left things how it was. You feel me? But it's all gonna make sense once certain doors close and new doors start to open up. It's all gonna make sense. And it takes some time for things to manifest. It takes some time also for you to accept and also to build the strength to resist and to join. And you give yourself allowance to say, you know what? I don't care what I'm gonna go through. This is what I'm doing. And you have to have the ability to maintain this new way of life. You know what I mean? It needs to be movement. You know, you want something in life, it needs to be movement. It needs to be joining or resisting. Whatever you gonna want in your life, you resist. You just resist it. You're like, you have a shield to it. I'm not doing that right there. I don't want none of that. And you don't let it in your life. You just, as much as it tries to come in, you don't let it in. You resist it. You fall back from it. The things that you do want in your life, you join, you go with it, you stay with it, you bring it in, you bring it into your life. You know? You move forward with the things that you want in your life. So that's movement. And with that movement is going to create a new life. And in order for a new life to come, that old life needs to die. In order for it to be a new you, that old you needs to die. So, you know, going through that transition is tough, but it's definitely worth it, man. Definitely worth it. Sometimes you gotta break down a house in order to build a new foundation to have a new house. You know what I mean? And that's a metaphor for your life. You know what I mean? You need to be strong enough for those movements, man. So once you're not afraid to lose everything that you don't want and need in your life, and bring in everything that you want in your life, that's when you will be able to have the strength to deal with the big changes that will ultimately bring you the freedom and happiness that you want in your life. You got to deal with those things that you may have been dependent on for you to be comfortable. And those things that you have been dependent on for your comfortability may be the thing that's bringing you the misery in your life. You know? So once you just resist and fall back from that, you're gonna go through the pain. The pain. That's why you've been holding that shit on, because you ain't want to go through that uncomfortability. You've been holding on to it so tight. But once you let it go and you fall back, you go through that uncomfortability, then it allows another door to open up for a more harmonious way of life, peaceful, you know what I mean? And like I said, for the past year and a half in my own life, you know what I mean, the movement has been crazy, ups and downs. I know anybody viewing is like, yo, this dude is going through some changes. But, you know what I mean, it all makes sense now, you know what I mean? I got more power as an individual, you know what I mean? More say in what I want to do with my life. And more, just more space for me. You feel me? It's beautiful. It's actually beautiful, and it all makes sense. And after the storm, because it's after the storm right now, in that particular way in my life, it's after the storm. So I get it now. This is the message that I'm bringing through the storm that I just got out of. You know what I mean? And it all makes sense now. And now I know that movement is important, and being strong enough for the changes is also important. And just lace up your boots and just be ready for the changes, man. Because at the end of the changes is that rainbow. You know what I mean? At the end of the storm is the rainbow. So I hope this helped you out a little bit, and I hope y'all lacing up y'all boots for that big change that you know you need in your life. If you have a support system, just let them know what you're about to do. Let them know that whatever it is in your life that you know you don't need, that's bringing you that misery, just let them know you're about to have a big change, and let them know that you need them close. And if they could be there for you during that time of change, so you can have that mental support system or that financial support system, so they can help you get above that hump that you know you need to get above, man. And that loving support system, man. You know, just, you know what I mean? If you won't have it, then that's not your journey. You know what I mean? That's not your journey. If you don't have a support system, maybe you meant to handle these things alone, you know? Become that Sigma. But yo, enjoy your day. I hope this was helpful to you, and good luck on your journey.